This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. It looks like we're in the Amazon forest, but we're not. We're just in good old Miami.
Celebrity, get me out of here. You good though?
I'm all good, I'm all good.
This ain't the city of sin, is it? This is, what's this one? Magic City. This is the Magic City, man. I ain't seen no magic yet, obviously.
What are you expecting to see?
Bro, from playing Vice City, GTA, I'm expecting to see a lot. I'm expecting to see someone jump out of a car, beat them up, and jump in their car and tear off. I'm expecting to see a lot. But no, it's been nice. It's been nice. How are you, bro?
I'm all right. Last time we caught up, every time hang on, hold on, let me just move that back a little bit. There we go. Get you in, shot. Get your arms in. Every time I get you, always get the feeling that you're a little bit intoxicated.
I don't know, man. Listen, I just went to Wet Willie's. It isn't what it sounds like. They do slushies with alcohol, but I've got a sweet tooth, and the slushies are so sweet, bro. And you're drinking through the brain freeze, and you're like, hang on, what's that? Yo, I'm drunk. And then next thing you know, my boy Craig, he's like, yo, man, litty. I'm like, it's not lit. My shoulders are tense. Like, my head's mad and I feel all warm, bro. So yeah, I'm all right now. I'm just live. Jesus. This is a holiday for me. I'm not working out here with the boxing, obviously. I'm with the NFL, you know what I mean? But we done opening day yesterday, which was a good day. And now got one or two more things to do, but pretty much enjoyable times now, bro. You get me?
Okay. YouTube boxing.
Yeah.
It's now a thing. I mean, I remember talking to you about this back at the KSI Logan Paul. Seems like a long time ago, but it wasn't. It was in November. But you're an online influence madman ting.
Self-made digital entrepreneur.
Digital self-made millionaire.
No, not yet. On paper.
Taxman may be watching.
No, I've just paid tax, man. I'm all good, brother. I got some corporation tax to pay, but all the personal tax is sorted, bruv. Having VAT and all that bullshit, rude boy. Listen, it's bullshit. Since I've been legit, it's bullshit. I'm telling you, bruv. But I'm paying. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Taxman. I'm paying. Don't listen to him, rude boy. Lord.
Jake Paul versus Aneeson Gibb. Kind of hot on the heels of the fight we had before. It's kind of the story carries on. Logan Paul's brother, Aneeson Gibb, kind of made himself busy around that time. Make himself busy basically. But what do you think about this? I mean, it is a relatively more unknown than when Logan Paul rather fought KSI. But what do we know about these as fighters?
Jake's not the worst. If I remember rightly, he fought Deji, tucked Deji in. And I thought to myself, he weren't too bad, to be fair to him. You know what I mean, he could move around the ring, but around the time of the Logan fight and the KSI fight, there were so many people trying to make stuff happen. And my man got the fight, so big up him for making it happen. And he's over here now in Miami, in the Magic City, and he's made it happen, man. But we said that this YouTube thing, it can happen and it can get legs. And look, there's another fight now, you know what I mean? It's not as big, it's not on the scale of the other one, but it's happening still the same, you know what I mean? So I'm here for it, mate. Well, I'm not here for it as it goes, but I'm here for it.
What's interesting in this fight is kind of the training teams behind him. So Aneeson Gibbs being trained by Vidal Riley, who was just here a moment ago, standing over there. KSI's trainer. And Jake Paul is being trained by Sugar Shane Mosley, multiple world time champion.
Is he? He's got the yeah. So listen,
it's like brand new information to you.
It's definitely brand new information. I'll be honest with you. Listen, I've been more looking at the Tevin Farmer fight. You know what I mean? I love Tevin. But anyway, back to that. He's got sugar. He's got to learn something from him. If you can't learn something from Mosley, bro, then you're dead.
Oh, hold on. You're not walking past. You're not walking past.
Yes, oh, go on.
Hello. What are you saying?
We were there together last time.
Wait, when did you get here?
I've been there since Sunday. I'm doing NFL. I'm there for the NFL,
is
bro.
it?
Come on,
Are you
bro.
coming to the fight as well?
I want to. I want to. Can you sort that, Cooks, or what?
Yeah, I told you. I got you already.
Yeah, I'm there.
Wait, bruv, I saw you uploaded my interview, with Gibb. You just recorded it and put it out before me.
Can I say one thing? Right. I was interviewing Gibb. You walked in, took Gibb off me. You think I could do that? What?
You uploaded it as a separate vid, like just the interview bit that I did. as a separate
Is that
one.
not
I
YouTube
can't-
etiquette?
I can't put it out now because you've
You
already.
can put it out.
No,
You can put it out.
You've stolen from me. It's done. But it's all right, mate. Use
Do you
and
know what I
abuse.
would do? Do you know what I would actually do? If you told me now, said, Cougar, I'm not really happy, could you remove that video? Do you know I'd go to my laptop now and actually remove that? Do you know that?
I appreciate it. Honestly, keep it. It's fine. It's fine. I respect the grind. You got there before me, like, fair play. Like, honestly.
He's quick.
You're on it.
He's very
Do you
quick.
accept that you took Gib away from my interview? Do you accept that?
If you watch it back, you were like, nah, go on, carry on. You go on, we'll quickly employ you for IFL. So I conducted the IFL interview. It's all right, mate, I don't mind. Honestly, like, I don't give a shit. It's cool. Anyway, I'll let you crack
Does
on.
he seem pissed? Does he seem?
Nah, it's
Is
calm,
it one of them? One of them,
I'll-
isn't it?
I'll fill you in later, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Love you, Joe. Love you. I like Joe.
To get that off his chest. I was interviewing Gib. Can I say I was interviewing Gib? He walked in, took Gib away from my interview. So I thought it's fair game.
I thought he was bantering. I thought he was bantering a little bit, which it was a little bit of banter, but he was serious. And I'm saying, I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? I like you more, so I was gonna elbow him. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you, headbutt him and that. So I'm like,
I love Weller though. Weller's a top guy, but
Weller, he's good.
but I'm being serious. He did take Gib away from my interview. If I show you the whole thing, you'd see it. So I thought, you know what? He took him away. I was still filming, so I thought that's fair game. That's what I thought.
Yeah, money there. Use him to do the interview. Bang, upload it. You are quick though. You are so quick with the upload, bruv. That's all you're quick at. I ain't gonna say what I've heard. You know what I mean? Missy Elliott said it. 1 minute man and that. What up?
It's all right.
What are we talking
1
about
minute's
for?
better than no minute.
It's true. I've seen people getting knocked out in 1 minute, like clean knockout, rude boy. Look at Cerrone, Donald Cerrone the other day with the UFC. Was it under a minute? I'm sure it was under a minute. It might not.
40 seconds.
Oh, there you go. See? Bang. I've lasted 40 as well before. Whatever.
Steve, I do want to talk about Tevin Farmer in a second, but do you believe that KSI will fight again? What do you think? Does he need to fight again?
I think he needs to fight again because obviously he's fought the same person. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh no, he fought Joe as well, didn't he? Oh, in that sense then, not really. He's made his money. He's not a boxer. He done it because he enjoyed it, loved it, wanted to prove what he could do. Then had to have a rematch, obviously, just to prove again, you know what I mean? Because they drew the first one. I don't think he needs to have another fight, but I'd like to see him have a fight because I just want to see them numbers come again, and I want to see the internet talked about like that again. You know what I mean? So and I think at the moment he's one of the only guys that can do that. To be fair, in the UK anyway. So
If Jake Paul is to beat Elise Gibb on Thursday night, do you think then KSI will think, hang on a minute, I've beaten Logan Paul, now give me the brother?
yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be sick, and that keeps it all going. And because Jake Paul was chatting a hella lot of shit after that fight, you know what I mean? Even to what's his name, Shannon. He was saying, you told him to do this, and there was a lot of smack getting talked, you know what I mean? So, yeah, to be fair, even I would like to knock out Jake Paul. Yeah. But you know my knee's sore, innit? But once my knee gets better, which I've got an X-ray booked in next week, I'd love to knock him out, man. Another reason why, I spent $120 on one of his jumpers for my daughter, and it didn't even get sent. So I want to knock the fuck out of him, bro. I swear down, yeah. I'd have said to her, don't worry, bro. Like, listen, whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was pissed. She was unhappy. She didn't cry, because I made my kids very strong. But yeah, I want to knock him out. I don't really like him. I like Shannon. I didn't like him during that fight, obviously what was going on.
Shannon's left the building anyway. He's not part of the team anymore, so that's where
man.
Mosley's come in, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, because he shouldn't have been a part of that team. Hope he got paid, hope he got what he needed to get from that, but it didn't sit right with me because I like Shannon. I love when he's around the pool dancing to his instrumentals and all of that. I don't know where he gets some of these instrumentals from, but they're sound. But yeah, man, I might fight Shannon. Can you set that one up?
Bruv, stay away from Shannon Briggs.
he's an animal,
That's
innit?
the best advice I could give you. He's like 141, but can have it.
He's so old.
He ain't that old. I'm
Is he
joking,
not?
Shannon now. He's about 50 odd, I think.
But he could still bang a man, and that sounds wrong, but you know what I'm saying, like that. Yeah, I like him though, man. I want to meet him. Can you hook that up?
Yeah, but I think Briggs is going to turn up because Briggs doesn't live too far away. Briggs is an hour away from here, so he lives, but I don't know where in the world he is. So,
You're right. Yeah.
is your cousin Tevin Farmer? What's the crack?
We're cousins. Yeah, not many people know that. But there's a funny story behind that. We're black, so everyone's my cousin, you know what I mean? But I was, we're not really cousins, but I was shouting him out years ago when he had like 2,000 followers, and I see he was doing the same things he's doing now, like the movement, everything, and I was like, right, this guy's gonna be good. Started putting his videos on my page because they were gaining me views. You know what I mean? Because you put a good boxer on your page. And years later, man, obviously he then had the misdemeanor, what happened with getting shot and whatnot, that put a halt on it. Had a few losses, but now he's picked up momentum, and boy, I think he could go on to be a real top fighter, man. So yeah, but we're friends now. We're friends, and we support each other. And as I say, I wanna support him there, so I wanna go to the fight. So make sure you hook it up, please. Thank you.
I will hook it up, courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn, but not a problem. Just, you got my number now anyway, yes, Steve-O, so just use it.
Do you think KSI should fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think KSI, depending on what happened, listen, there's a lot of fights out there for KSI. He could effectively fight a lot of high-profile celebrities, so it depends on how big he wants to go with it.
It's like, and then if he doesn't fight one of the pools, does he then fight, like you say, a high celeb, or is there any sort of boxers? There's not one boxer he could take. There isn't that.
Tommy Fury called him out, actually.
Nah. Anyone that's boxed properly, and Fury can, like, I'm not saying he's great, but he can box. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, KSI, and I love JJ, man, and I love what he's done, and he's fucking tried hard and showed you that hard work can get you to great places. But yeah, I'd like to see him fight boxing. I'd like to see that, just to see. I know. I do boxing. I love the sport. You know what I mean? I know how far the gap is, so to speak. Because you looked at me. I said gap, and you looked at me. So I had to do the joke myself.
I was doing that.
You covered it, and then he got through it. But yeah. I'd still like to see it. I'd like to see how far. I know it's the gap. How far is the gap? Who wants to fight KSI? Hang on. It's Mustafa. It's my dealer.
I just want to finish off by saying I don't really look at things online and think, do you know what, I'm a little bit jealous there. But I did see something from you. I was like, you got invited to Wrighty's house, didn't it?
Yes. Uncle Wrighty. He's trying to do something. One sec, you can go, surely. God, you're a diehard Arsenal. One sec.
Hook it up, Steve-O.
Tell me you've met Wrighty and you know him, like, no?
We know I know him, obviously. I've been an Arsenal fan all my life. But I've met him, but years ago, before I was doing all this. When I was a child, I met him. But he knows, like, there's always like a few likes on the Instagrams and things. But
don't worry, we'll sort
hook it up.
100%, man, 100%. So Wrighty's doing something in the summer for the Euros, where he just shows the games, podcasts, funds, all of that. Yeah, bro. So come down, bro. Get involved.
You can't invite me to his house, but you can ask him if I can come down.
Brother, listen.
Shamelessly asking you here.
I can invite you, bro. I can invite you.
You're plus one.
He invited someone to my house once, and I didn't tell him to invite him, bro. And I had to sit with this guy that I didn't like, bro. You know what I mean? So, right, he owes me one.
If I see posts of you around the Euros, yeah, and this night passes and I see it the next morning, I'll be like, Steve-O, here's your YouTube fight there.
No, you're too tall, man. Would we be in the same... I weigh a lot more than you, though, right?
What do you weigh? I'll tell you, go on.
I'm 16 stone, brother.
Brother, I'm 16'7", bang on.
So what would we be?
We're heavyweights, mate.
Yeah, but if I slim down, I would be. I'm probably middle. If I lost, I've probably got 2-3 stone to lose easily, which I don't want to, obviously. But back to the point, yeah, man. I want you to meet Wrighty, man. Honestly,
I'd love to be in his company, man. I went. Do you know what? I was at Ian Wright's debut for Arsenal when Arsenal played Leicester.
Let me ask you this. Because people were talking about Con Aguero, how good he is and whatnot. I said a comment now. Listen, he's amazing. He's amazing. But it's all he does. Like his score, which is the hardest thing, and that's why the strikers get paid more. Listen, put the ball in the onion bag. But in my day, you had the Wrighties, the Suttons, the Shearers, the Ferdinands, the Sheraners, the Fowlers. I could go on and on and on and on. Aguero's were a dime a dozen, bruv. I've caused a lot of controversy about this, but the comment I made was, is Wrighty better than Aguero?
Right, this is what I'll say to you. Right? I'll just hold on. Let me talk about this, yeah? If you had a videotape, because that's when Wrighty was playing his videotapes, if you had a videotape and picked out 50 best goals, 50 best goals of Ian Wright and put them up against Aguero, Aguero wouldn't be able to touch them goals. That's all I'm saying.
So they did a thing on Sky the other day, and it can't think who they were comparing to, but Aguero doesn't score free kicks, scores a few headers. He don't score much from outside the box, bro. Like, right, he had chips, Shearer had
Yeovil,
kicks.
remember Yeovil? FA Cup third round, come on, bruv.
Did he dig it out? Was it a dig out? Yeah.
Chip.
Yeah, bruv. But he's got many chips. I remember the one against, I think it might have been Leeds or it might have been Everton.
Leeds.
And he cuts
Over
off.
John Lukic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, against John Lukic, yeah, you know what I mean? So, right, he's got all types of goals. Man, I was gutted when Anelka come, I'll be honest with you. There's not many people that know this. I am a righty stan. So when I followed righty around to all clubs. And that's how I ended up supporting West Ham. And then I just stayed at West Ham because my dad supports West Ham and my daughter was born a stone throw away from the ground. And listen, we're a West Ham family, you know what I mean? But that was because of righty, believe it or not, you know what I mean? So I was gutted when Anelka went there and it sort of shortened his career because I thought he probably had another year or two there, you know what I mean? We should have got him another load of goals, you know what I mean? We should have put him higher in the goal scoring charts, man. Because I think where he is in the scoring charts, it doesn't do him justice for how good he was, man. You know what I mean? Because he played late, and these guys were all young playing, you know what I mean? And he was like 34 when I think Wenger come, or 33 when Wenger come, or something like that, you know what I mean? So the best Arsenal team got the late Ian right, which he was still banging goals and still helped them win a league, you know what I mean? Still broke the record. I'd have liked to have seen him have a 3-4 years under Wenger and got the Wenger fitness regime through him and all of that, man. But I love Righty, man. But if I'm being honest, Aguero, right, I don't know. But it's a question I want to put out to your people, bruv. You know what I mean? Probably going to get caned. Oh, Aguero's better, all these young people. But if you lived in my day, like what he said, and all the goals he used to score.
I would say Aguero's amazing. Goal record's amazing. But
He's in a City team that does goals.
just put him alongside it. Just look at that. Look, the top 50 goals, the quality of the goals between even a Bergkamp and a Thierry Henry. Aguero doesn't compete with them guys in quality of goals. That's all I'm saying. Quality of goals. Look at the variation of different goals, like you just said he scored.
That was what it was. They compared Shearer, Henry, Aguero. And I swear on my life, Aguero come hella third. Because Henry was dribbling from distance. Shearer was volleying from 40 yards, heading, chips, everything, penalties galore. Like, Henry for me, he's the best. I mean, he had it all, and I can't believe he didn't win a European, he didn't win a world. Probably a world would have been hard with the players that he had. Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho. It was crazy for Henry, but he's amongst them.
He's in that 98 team.
Huh?
He's in the 98 French team.
I know, but...
Fringe, on the fringe,
On
yeah.
the fringe, but the strike. Listen, R9's the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, I know people will say Messi and whatnot, but R9. If you grew up when R9 was around, then if you don't say anything else, then I don't know. I don't believe you. You know what I mean? So, and that's when Henry was playing, when R9 was about. He ain't playing like when these guys are playing. When the next best striker can have a weekends off. That did not happen in my area. You know what I mean? So I'm sounding really old now, man. And I do love football now that it's more equal. Because again, in my era, it was Man United just gone taking it, you know what I mean? So I do like that it's more equal, though Liverpool are doing their thing this year, man. But yeah, man, Henry, Shearer, even Robbie Fowler when he was fit, man. Like the 3 years when Fowler was at his peak, there's no better finisher than him, bro. No better finisher. You know what I mean? You take his goals, there's about 10 strikers, you can take their top 50 goals against Aguero's, and they beat him. You know what I mean? So, but the thing with Aguero, in this day and age where we're at now, he is the most clinical guy that there is. So he's in our sight now. You know what I mean? And that's what it goes down to. So, yeah, man.
Oh, that was an interesting 7 minutes of football talk. So, yeah, Euros, don't forget me. I'm here, I'm available.
If not me and you, just have a bit of fun. You come to Stevo's house.
I got that. Stevo's house.
Let me down nicely there, bro.
Yeah, man.
No.
I'm there. You know what? Let me check what I'm doing that day.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm free.
You want to come, man? I'm
joking.
The missus cooking's minging. You've heard it, innit? Yeah, don't worry.
No, don't involve me in that, mate. Don't involve me in that.
Good seeing you then, going, man. Wow, that's the wet willy coming through. Choking on that. Good seeing you again, though, man.
Yeah, you too.
Love you, brother.
Stevo, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and
I'm not looking.
And we'll catch up soon, hopefully.
See ya.
Gold Star Promotions is proud to present Floyd Money Mayweather. The man himself is coming to the UK for his UK tour, February and March 2020. For all info and tickets, Gold Star Promotions, the UK.